What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John Slop, and today we are finishing up Clockwork Angels. We only have 3 tracks left. We have BU2B2, Wish Them Well, and The Garden. So we're going to be listening to all 3 tracks in this video because I noticed BU2B2 is only 1 minute and 30 seconds long, so that doesn't constitute me splitting this up any more than I have to. So yeah, we're just gonna finish off the album with this video, and I just want to say thank you everybody for coming along for this Rush journey. It is not over, I still have lots of live performances to watch. And solo albums and any other collaborations I might have missed along the way. So I just want to thank everybody for coming along. Everybody for sticking around for the whole Rush journey. Started like 5 months ago, and it's just like pretty cool that we've been able to go through all of Rush's studio albums. Like, this has been so fun. I can't wait to get into the next band that we start listening to like this, and I also just can't wait to re-listen to Rush, revisit, listen to everything again. Like, I've only listened to Rush once through, you know what I mean? I gotta give the albums another listen, give some more thought. So we are far from done with Rush entirely. So I just wanted to say that. So if you want to help support the channel, go on over to patreon.com/johnslop. It's right there on the screen, and donations are always open. So without further ado, let's just jump into the final bit of Rush, Clockwork Angels.
Failed me now. The bright glow of optimism abandoned me somehow. Oh, the leaf has failed me now. Life goes from bad to worse. No philosophy consoles me in a clockwork universe. From bad to worse, I still choose to live. Find a measure of love and laughter, and another measure to give. Oh, I still choose to live and give even while I grieve. Oh, the balance tilts against me. Brought up to believe.
Wow, an interesting track. Very interesting, very interesting. So let's look at the lyrics to get a better understanding. I was brought up to believe. Belief has failed me now. The bright glow of optimism abandoned me somehow. Belief has failed me now. Life goes from bad to worse. No philosophy consoles me in a clockwork universe. Life goes from bad to worse. I still choose to live. Find a measure of love and laughter, and another measure to give. I still choose to live and give even while I grieve. Though the balance tilts against me, I was brought up to believe. Wow. So a bit deep, right? Wow. So it's kind of hard to separate this from reality, right? Like, I think this This is just kind of filled with a little bit of like sadness. This is kind of down, right? Obviously, this is part of a story, and I think we'll take a look at the bigger context at the end of this. After we listen to all of the songs, we'll take a look at the whole story, or maybe we can save that for another video. But anyways, what do you think of this little part of the album? Very interesting. I like the strings. I like the atmosphere it creates. Very cool. All right, let's move into the second to last track, Wish Them Well. Okay, before we get into this next part, I really like the guitar on this. Like, at first I wasn't feeling the song too much because I felt like it was a little simple, right? There's not enough riffage going on, but I like the chord progressions in this song. It feels just a tiny bit like Green Day, or, the other way around or whatever, but like, no, definitely like a pop rock feel to this one, and I like it. Definitely a little different. All right, let's keep it going. So long, it's not worth singing that same sad song. Once you've done you wrong. Dude, I just gotta stop it real quick. Say that I love that little transition to this new little section we're in. It's just really jammy, and that bridge was a lot of fun. This song has a lot of cool little nuances, you know, like there's a lot of little intricate parts to this song. This song's fun. No, you know, I take back all the reservation I had coming into this one. All right, let's go back just a little bit here.
Turn your back and walk away. Don't even pause and ask them why. Turn around and say goodbye. Thank you, stars, you're not that way. Turn your back and walk away. Don't even pause and ask them why. Turn around and say goodbye. All that you can do is wish them well. All that you can do is wish them well. All that you can do is wish them well. Even though you're going through hell, just keep on going. Let the demons win. Just wish them well. Just wish them
Very interesting fade out. All right, so wow, we are in the last song. Wow. Okay, but before we get into that song, The Garden, let's talk about Wish Them Well a little bit more. Fantastic, dude. I love that song. It's easy, right? It's not challenging. It's like I said, it feels like a pop rock song. It's like hypnotizing almost, like it had to grow on me. Definitely. I can definitely listen to that song again and again, and I would probably enjoy it. No, they have like a unique way of crafting these like cool like pop songs, like, and making them their own. It's really cool. You know, we have Spirit of Radio. Wish Them Well is up there in the list of like the pop category of their songs. Closer to the Heart, like they have a bunch of different approaches to pop rock, dude. Very fun, very fun. I love the guitar tone in that one. It was very like bassy, growly, dude. I love Alex's guitar in that one. And Getty's voice. Getty did a lot of cool creative things in this song. Yeah, I loved his voice in this one. All right, so let's check out the lyrics for Wish Them Well. All that you can do is wish them well, repeated 4 times. Spirits turned bitter by the poison of envy, always angry and dissatisfied. Even the lost ones, the frightened and mean ones, even the ones with the devil inside. Thank your stars you're not that way. Turn your back and walk away. Don't even pause and ask them why. Turn around and say goodbye. Wish them well. All that you can do is wish them well. All that you can do is wish them well. People who judge without a measure of mercy are the victims who will never learn. Even the lost ones you can only give up on, even the ones who will make you burn. Thank your stars you're not that way. Turn your back and walk away. Don't even pause and ask them why. Turn around and say goodbye. Don't even pause and ask them why. Turn around and say goodbye. Ones who've done you wrong, oh, the ones who pretend to be so strong. Grudges you've held for so long. It's not worth singing that same sad song. Ones who've done you wrong, oh, the ones who pretended to be so strong. Grudges you've held for so long. It's not worth singing that same sad song. Thank your stars you're not that way. Turn your back and walk away. Don't even pause and ask them why. Turn around and say goodbye. And then we just repeat that. Looks like we've read... Oh, no, this little last part. Even though you're going through hell, just keep on going. Let the demons dwell. Just wish them well. Wish them well. Even though you're going through hell, wish them well. Wish them well. Wow. I think, does that kind of sum up the song, right? Even though you're going through hell, just keep on going. Let the demons dwell. All that you can do is wish them well. Yeah. Wish them well. Yeah, no. Spirits turned bitter by the poison of envy. A very like visceral look at this like moment in time for these people. I'm not sure what part of the story we're in right now, but we'll check after. Very interesting. Oh, the little sections right down here. Hold on. Neil Peart explained how the band came up with the concept for Clockwork Angels. This started as a simple idea, the steampunk image and aesthetic I liked. Yes. So, okay, so we've read this before, but it's basically... Okay, we'll read some of that at the end. All right, everybody. We are here. A garden. The Garden by Rush. Now, this is the last studio track. Big deal. All right, everybody. Are you ready? Let's finish up Rush's studio albums. Here we go. Oh my God, dude. This is beautiful.
In this one of many possible worlds, all for the best or some bizarre test. It is what it is, and whatever. Time is still the infinite jest. The arrow flies when you dream. The hours tick away, the cells take away. The watchmaker keeps to his schemes. The hours tick away, they tick away. The measure of a life is a measure of love and respect. So hard to earn, so easily burned. The measure of a life is a measure of love and respect. So hard to earn, so easily burned. In the fullness of time, a garden to nurture and protect. In the rising descent of the sun, till the stars go spinning, spinning round the night. Oh, it is what it is, and forever. Each moment a memory in flight. The arrow flies while you breathe. The hours tick away, the cells tick away. The watchmaker has time up his sleeve. The hours tick away, they tick away. The measure of a life is a measure of love and respect. to nurture my protest. The treasure of a life is a measure of love and respect. The way you live, the gifts that you give, and the fullness of time is the only return that you expect.
Okay. I don't want to pause it, but like, wow. You just have to think about it real quick. Some of the most beautiful, like, guitar work I've heard from Alex. Like, this is seriously so different than anything I was expecting. Ugh. I don't even know how to explain it. This song is just so, like, ethereal, beautiful, a little bit, like, romantic feeling. Like, dreamy, dude. Can't wait to read the lyrics. But, no. This is, like, one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. I love this so much. So catchy. All right. And I love Getty's voice on this one too. I love Getty's voice on this whole album, honestly. Like, very unique, like, special place in Getty's voice performance right here. All right. Let's keep it going.
Future disappears into memory, with only a moment between. Forever dwells in that moment. Hope is what remains to be seen. Forever dwells in that moment. What remains to
Oh, wow, dude. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that song. Dude, what? What? I did not expect that. There's something special about that song. It's like we had to use like all acoustic instruments for that one, right? I mean, there was that song was a lot, dude. I love the guitar work. Getty's voice. This song sounded like nothing like the rest of Rush's discography, dude. This song was like special in itself. Much like Wish Them Well, to be honest. But this was like something else, dude. Embodying some kind of mystical energy. Yeah, what's the story behind this one? Like, it just sounds so different. All right, let's look up the lyrics, dude. Yeah, that song was just epic. A very, very epic way to end an entire career, dude. Like, definitely worthy of the last Studio Rush song. All right, let's get into these lyrics. In this one of many possible worlds, all for the best, or some bizarre test. It is what it is, and whatever. Time is still the infinite jest. The arrow flies when you dream, the hours tick away. The cells tick away, the watchmaker keeps to his schemes. The hours tick away, they tick away. The measure of life is a measure of love and respect, so hard to earn, so easily burned. The measure of a life is a measure of love and respect, so hard to earn, so easily burned. In the fullness of time, a garden to nurture and protect. In the rise and the set of the sun, until the stars go spinning, spinning round the night. Oh, it is what it is, and forever. Each moment a memory in flight. The arrow flies while you dream, the hours tick away, the cells tick away, the watchmaker has time up his sleeves. The hours tick away, they tick away. The measure of a life is a measure of love and respect, so hard to earn, so easily burned. In the fullness of time, a garden to nurture and protect. The treasure of a life is a measure of love and respect. The way you live, the gifts that you give, in the fullness of time, is the only return that you expect. Okay, you know what? I wanted to hold off on talking about the meaning before we ended, but I think the chorus really kind of sums up a lot of things. The treasure of a life is a measure of love and respect. The way you live, the gifts that you give, in the fullness of time, is the only return that you expect. Like, kind of unconditional, love for your fellow companion, community members. The future disappears into memory with only a moment between, forever dwells in that moment. Hope is what remains to be seen, forever dwells in that moment. Hope is what remains to be seen. I like that. In the fullness of time, a garden to nurture and protect. It's a measure of a life. In the fullness of time, a garden to nurture and protect. It's a measure of a life. That repeats 2 more times, and the outro is simply, it's a measure of a life, repeated 4 times. Oh, wow. Wow, okay. Big, big track here, folks. Let's read the About section on Genius. Let's see. The title of this track echoes the conclusion of Voltaire's Candide, where the protagonist decides that the ultimate duty of life is simply to cultivate our garden. The entire album roughly mirrors Voltaire's famous work as it follows a naive young man's path from a sheltered life where he had been indoctrinated with the idea that everything that happens is for the best. Right, with BU2B. Through fortune and failure, and eventually to the conclusion outlined in this song, that whether the world turns out for the best or not doesn't really matter, and that he must instead simply take care of his own garden. All right, like very like much like focusing on building up your own foundation. I agree to this. I also believe let your garden fill over into other people's yards, help them cultivate their garden if you have enough to go around, you know what I mean? Here's a little section from the liner notes. Long ago, I read a story from another timeline about a character named Candide. He also survived a harrowing series of misadventures and tragedies, then settled on a farm near Constantinople. Listening to a philosophical rant, Candide replied, "That is all very well, but now we must tend our garden." I have now arrived at that point in my own story. There is a metaphorical garden in the acts and attitudes of a person's life, and the treasures of that garden are love and respect. I have come to realize that the gathering of love and respect from others and for myself has been the real quest of my life. Now we must tend our garden. Wow, dude. Wow, wow, wow. So this song really is kind of a culmination of Neil's philosophies nearing, towards the end of his life. Very, very insightful. Thank you, genius.com, for this. Up until now, I had no idea it was mirroring a story. It was very much inspired by the story of Candide. Pretty sure it's Candide. Or Candida. Something like that. But, wow. Wow, how meaningful. The garden. Yeah, no, it makes sense, It makes sense. Maybe we'll devote a whole video to looking at Neil's story that he wrote. I'm pretty interested, Honestly, this whole story was pretty cool. Like all the imagery that was painted in my mind, very dramatic and very poignant. No, I like this a lot. This album was a lot of fun. And just, wow, I can't believe we're actually done with Rush's studio albums. So thanks everybody for coming along. I'm going to be setting up a poll pretty soon to see where the channel heads next. We have lots of bands to choose from. Almost too many bands to choose from. But yeah, no, we're definitely not done with Rush. We have more live videos to do, more, collaborations, solo albums, lots of stuff, dude. So we are not finished with Canada's trio, dude. Wow. And definitely not done listening to them on like stream and stuff. So yeah, no, just thank you again, everybody, for coming along. This was a lot. This was a lot of this changed my life, dude. I'll be completely honest. Listening to Rush changed my life, not only for me, but the YouTube channel. YouTube channel is part of me, dude. It's unlocked like a new reason for even like pushing forward with this whole channel. Like just the reason I have so many like new friends, new people wanting to show me music from the 70s, 80s, just all over, dude. Really thankful for everybody that Rush has brought to the channel. Thank you all. I really appreciate you. And, I hope you stick around. Make sure you hit that sub button if you want to see, like, my reaction to some other cool bands. We have a lot to go through. Yo, and it's time to thank the gold tier patrons. We have Adam Sanford, Gary Milstead, HRH Kinglurkst, Joseph Wilger, Onyxia, Peter K, Tammy Curtis, Allotrope, Richie G, Todd Weiler, Jim Tetro, Mark Gettemeyer, Carmen Graziano, Dirk, Robert D. Hassinger, Brett King, Kip Staley, and Jason Unger. Thank you to every single one of the Patreon members. Really couldn't do this without each and every single one of you. So thank you who are pushing this channel to where I didn't even think it could go. So if you want to get in on the action, go on over to patreon.com/johnslop and you can help support the channel even more. Now before we leave, I just want to impart some knowledge that I learned from these three. Just go for the things you want, dude. You know, do whatever you can. Just gotta believe in yourself and just take hold of your own life. You know, get help however you can, but you know, do what you need to do. You know, be your own unstoppable force, dude. Whatever that means. I just came up with that. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll just see y'all wherever we go next. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace.